More!
Lunch break!
What's up, everyone? We got a special guest here, Janine!
Hey!
AKA Kalina. Janine plays Kalina in our show Yappie,
Yes.
which actually
Just rapid.
it just finished yesterday.
Oh, it goes by so fast.
The season is over, season 1 is done. Yeah, we thought we'd bring Janine. We thought we'd bring Janine in to reflect on the
All
season.
5 episodes. Every time I do a
characters.
project, that does happen a lot. People get my name mixed up with the character.
Right.
I think that's just
I think that's just a reflection of how good of an actress you are, and like, you know, you embodied that character so much.
Thanks,
That
Tay.
translated to the audience.
Yeah, so Andrew here was.
was just saying. I mean, Phil.
I mean, I think I could pull off being an Andrew. I look like an
Oh
Andrew,
yeah,
right?
you look like an Andrew to me.
1 in 13.
I look like a basic Asian dude. We're really grateful for you guys for watching the last 5 weeks, and the enthusiasm has been so great. Yeah, what were you guys' favorite episodes?
Ooh, that's such a good question. Each were so different
we
based on
recap?
what's more relatable. Right, yeah, to recap.
So episode 1 was
Introduce Andrew.
introducing Andrew and
Yappie.
Yappie itself, right? And then what the term actually meant.
Episode 2 called Bad Asian, what it means to be Asian or be
Or good
qualified
Asian.
as a good Asian. Right.
And that's the first episode where we got to meet Janine,
Oh yeah.
the dance teacher.
Ms. Oda.
Are you a dancer?
No, I cannot dance, contrary to belief.
I think you did a pretty good job, faking it, and we cut around certain things.
Oh, for sure. You did a good job doing like rhythm, and
I mean, like, I can dance, but it doesn't look good.
Yeah, episode 3 was, Affinity War.
I think that was the most comedic episode that we had, right?
Episode 4, homeostasis, was kind of Wong Fu's revisit to the fetish topic and yellow fever topic.
I just want to say, I think Julie and Jacob really killed it in that scene. That was like one of my favorite scenes.
I just love that when she tried to stand up to appear taller.
She ended up being like shorter.
She was the same height, or shorter, yeah. She got off their stool to be taller, and she actually went down.
Even when he said that too, I was like, I feel like I know a lot of tall Asians.
What?
All my friends are taller.
Episode 5, called Remodel Minority. This is the first episode that kind of deals with this racial divide between the Asian community and the Black community, or Andrew's character realizing he's in a bubble.
It felt so uncomfortable already writing it, but we got such great actors that were so down to even help us.
I think that's a really cool note about our project is that all of the cast did have input in the writing of the whole series.
I'm not from that community, so I'm relying on Janine to tell me, hey, show this to your friends. She literally showed it to her most triggered friends.
Hate nasty.
And they said, don't do it, but we
do
did
it.
it
You
anyway.
literally had one of your friends that read the script before we started and was like,
She wasn't a fan, unfortunately. However, when she saw it, she did love it.
yeah. And I don't blame her either. I can understand why.
I think what she was, maybe most upset at was the fact that you being an Asian man writing for a black male.
Totally.
Like you're, she was like,
Right.
well, what does he know? And
Yeah, and the thing is, that's a super valid critique. Like in TV, when we see Asian characters and we know that they're written by white people, we all roll our eyes, right?
yeah.
I wanted to show you and even Michael, the actor, how would you change this? I gave him that free reign to be like, what should we not do here? And he was very open with it.
It takes things further than Wong Fu's taken a lot of topics, and
People are surprised that we went there.
How about I just say my favorite scenes?
Yeah, you can do
'Cause
that.
It's hard for me to
Okay.
pick which episode, but
let me guess, all the
episode
cleanest
1,
scenes.
Pretty much. The first episode when he did the sampler platter of racism, that was very eye-opening. And then when you were saying my sister thought I was with you because you're black, that's real. And then the last scene, the really heated argument we had with Michael, I thought that was a great scene because it was just showing to one culture what another culture is going through.
Right. If I had to pick an episode or definitely a scene too, I'm most proud of and happy with episode 5, and I wanted to build a world and characters and a storyline to get to that point because I did want to address the conflicts or whatever between minorities itself in America. I don't think we made any conclusive statements in that fight, but at least my character's waking up to things, right? And hopefully, in the second season, things start to become more active.
Cross your fingers.
Second season.
But I think also a scene that a lot of people related to in episode 5 is actually that last scene with the parents, right? And
Yeah.
like, that conversation just about interracial relationship.
You are the product of an interracial
I am.
relationship, right?
Yeah.
Like that conversation probably happened between your parents and their parents.
So my dad's Japanese and my mom's African American, but I think he kept it a secret for a while. And then my mom got pregnant with me, and my dad wanted to do the right thing. So he was like, okay, we gotta get married, but he still had a hard time. My grandfather was very accepting. My grandpa was second generation, but my grandma was first. So she had a hard time with it. And she didn't really open up to the idea of my dad marrying a black woman until I was born. I mean, look at my face.
You were just that
Who
cute.
could be mad at that?
Yeah.
Growing up then as a mixed race, what were the biggest challenges, I guess?
Not being accepted by both races.
Right. That seems to be a common
Yeah.
thing, right? Okay.
And I would go up to the black girls and I wasn't black enough. So they rejected me, and I would go up to Asians, and obviously I'm not Asian enough. Yeah, it was tough.
So when did you finally accept, I guess,
Your identity.
right, or like figure out, I guess, which one you were, or did not care, maybe even?
Probably not until college.
Okay.
Growing up, my friends were the Latinas.
Oh.
Yeah, shout out to all my Latina girls. And then when I got into high school,
You were very confused. You were all over the place.
I was all over the place. I started having more Asian friends, but it was like the loud, crazy Asians who like, we got like okay grades. We weren't in honors program or anything like that.
Okay. Not the yappies.
I went to Cal State LA. Yeah, so there's not too many Asians there. So a lot of them were just like, oh, what are you? And people were interested
Yeah.
and found it fascinating. They thought it was a good thing. So I started becoming more accepting.
Okay.
And
And proud. Proud that you
yeah,
had
and
both,
totally
yeah.
proud that I'm glad I'm mixed. I wouldn't have it any other way. Whereas growing up, I was like, ugh, I wish I was one or the other. All throughout growing up, I mainly was attracted to Asian guys.
Okay.
I literally, you know when you like crush on someone really hard, you're like borderline a stalker?
Oh yeah.
Is that just
yeah.
me? Oh, okay.
No, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't. Weird. What do you?
That sounds illegal.
But go ahead.
And this is
yeah.
before, obviously, like online stalking.
This is when it was harder to stalk.
You
Yeah.
can stalk people online?
Yeah. Who does that? So in junior high, there was this guy who played in our.
How did you stalk in junior high?
I was
How could
actually
follow people.
Well, no, I was assisting in the office at my middle school, so I found out his class schedule.
Oh my god.
So I knew his class schedule, and he was smart. He was half Japanese, half Chinese. And we also played in this Asian tennis league together. He had good grades. He's probably a yappie now, I'm sure, but he was just a good, wholesome guy.
You were 15 and in love.
Yes. What?
15 love, tennis.
Oh. Ooh, I should have got that one. Anyway, so I like I said, I had found I was in the office looking. I was like, Jeff, found it. But this guy, like, I kid you not, this guy was always dodging me. It was like he was 2 steps ahead of me. He was always running. Like I was like trying to cross him up. I'm like, Jeff, hey. And that's how it was with dating. They were like avoiding me. I'm like, I know I don't get good grades. My hair is kind of big.
Did you think it was because you were your black side that they were avoiding you?
I just thought that because I just thought like I would see them dating later on an Asian girl.
Oh.
And I'm like, her with the straight hair.
Her with the good hair.
That was my main thing. I'm like, well, maybe if I just straighten my hair.
Oh. Look what you guys did. You guys pushed her away.
Middle school sucks.
Yeah.
That's just the troubles of junior high.
Don't be mean to the mixed.
If a
race.
mixed girl likes you, just give her a chance.
Do you relate to other types of happas too?
They, especially looking at it in acting and in Hollywood, they get to play Asian. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
Henry Golding?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He's Hapa.
A lot of hoppas.
Can I play Asian? Probably.
But they can't play black.
No, they can't play black.
And you get to play.
But sometimes I can't play black either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, black people look at me, and same thing growing up. Like I said, they're like,
Something's
Samza. Yeah, but our struggles were always different, and they were more accepted.
It's more common.
Yeah. Where's Chris? I thought he was Hapa.
You thought Chris was mixed?
Yes.
I thought he was mixed.
Chris
too.
looks straight up Latino to me.
What?
Yes.
What?
¿Cómo se dice mix?
Muy caliente.
No, but his parents are from
23
Taiwan.
and me.
Is your hair curly? Mm-mm. I don't know.
All right, right. Well, we opened up a lot of topics, and just like the season 1 of Yappie opened up a lot of topics. Maybe we'll have to
Yeah.
explore Kalina's Blasian background in the future episodes if we get to make a second season. But
I hope so.
for now, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the first season, supporting it. The more we see that there's support for the show and a want and desire for the show, the better it is for us to go make it. If you guys want your Yappie Remodel Minority t-shirts, go to wongfustore.com.
Also the hats right there too.
Get your Yappie merch. It all helps.
Also, support Janine in all her endeavors. Thank you so much for being part of Yappie.
Oh,
You definitely elevated
thank you for having
the series.
me.
Yeah.
And thank you for everybody who's been watching, the great comments.
You were perfect for this role, Janine. So really, really glad that we got to work together, and I can't wait to do more stuff.
Follow Janine and support us in the links down below. Lunch breaks come out every Thursday. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.